promotion.
Good morning, Colonel, sir. Fine bright today. I hear down at the village, prices is picking up, and it's a big year for cotton.
And heroic, a charismatic superstar who leapt off the screen. Men wanted to be like him and women wanted to be with him. But in real life, he was complicated, longing for recognition as both an actor and writer. Devilishly handsome and charming, he was a risk-taker who flouted society's conventions and inevitably landed in trouble. For him, life was a series of adventures. Making movies was one of them.
Well, this is Colonel Braxton Beauregard Burlique the Fifth, adventurer, treasure hunter, swashbuckler extraordinaire, at your service, madam. Well, tonight's talk is going to be on what I consider to be one of the biggest, frankly speaking, assholes that I've ever seen, and just a con artist, hypocrite, guy who is just a grifter, just trying to, rip us off. And, I can kind of give you a brief summary. This Kerry, he was a senator, and he, was, before that, he was in Vietnam, and he got out, he came back, he got into politics, became a senator at a very early age, if I recall. And he ran for president, and some of his former military colleagues, they came out against him, and thank God he was defeated. But he's been a grifter the whole way. He went and he married the widow of Senator John Hines. She has a lot of money, a lot of money, and he married her despite the fact that Hines was a Republican, but then again, she probably wasn't. But his latest grift has been that he is now the U.S. I believe, presidential climate change envoy, something like that. And right now, the son of a bitch is over in Switzerland for this Davos conference where all these rich people, and no, the colonel was not invited. They don't, despite I have a few dollars, they don't really like the old colonel. They think I'm still small potatoes, and they, as some describe me, they call me an acronism. They think this guy is completely out of it because, of course, I favor the old-time values, and they have their new world order, which they have no place for the old colonel. And so he's over there with all these rich assholes who think they're going to tell us, what to do and how to live and whether we can have a steak. No, they have the steak. We're supposed to eat the crickets, the bugs. And they're in Switzerland, and so this son of a bitch is over there. And you have a few independent reporters, like we have the Rebel News, and they're very good. I get a kick out of their reports. They're over there, and so they're not invited to any of these conferences. So what happens is they talk to these people on the street, and in this piece here, this John Kerry was a real, frankly speaking, an asshole, first-class asshole, the way he treated this reporter. So I'm going to play this, kind of give you a little commentary here.
Are you going back to private jets after your work with the Biden administration?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Listen to him. I do not have a private jet. He's full of shit. He may never had one in his name, but I know for a fact that his wife had a jet, and I don't think he bicycled his way to Switzerland. He came in on some private plane. This guy hasn't flown commercial in years and years. So yeah, I do not have. He tries to play these word games, but he flew in on a jet, and he's probably a government plane, a U.S. government plane, and because he's the official climate change envoy for Biden. But the way he tries to pretend that he's not a grifter. It's ridiculous.
Ambassador Kerry, what are your plans going forward?
Not going to talk about it right now here.
Last time we were here, we asked you a question about your private jet, and you said you stopped flying private.
I don't have a private jet.
Are you going back to private jets after your work with the Biden administration?
Thank you very much.
I do not have a private jet.
I didn't say you had one. I said you flew on one.
Please make some space, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? He doesn't have to fly in a private jet. He's got that presidential envoy for climate. That's an excuse. He can jump on any government plane. And he doesn't have to fly private because he has a little government gig going there. But anyway, we'll just continue. Such a hypocrite liar.
When was the last time you flew private?
Thank you.
See, listen, look at him. He looks like shit. He's really aged and aged badly. And then that big Frankenstein head of his. He really looks terrible. And this creep thinks he's going to tell us what to do. He's going to tell the old colonel whether he can have a steak or I can drive my Cadillac Eldorado. Bullshit.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I'm here in Davos, Switzerland, with a team of 6 journalists.
Yes,
from Rebel
great
News.
reporting.
Remember, last year we managed to scrum the CEO of Pfizer and Greta Thunberg. And
yes, I enjoyed it.
Control your life. We might even bump into the chief of BlackRock, Larry Fink. If you think our journalism is interesting and important, please go to...
Hitzilu. They gave great reports. I do like that. But that's just a small example. And there's another one, I believe. He was harassing a reporter saying that's a stupid question, this and that. Yeah, I'm not a Kerry fan. This guy, he thinks he's gonna eat steak and caviar and drink the finest wines, and he thinks he can force us to drink rehabilitated sewer water and eat bugs and be confined to our homes and have to ride a bus. Oh, screw that. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. Well, this is Colonel Braxton Beauregard Burlique'S the Fifth, adventurer, treasure hunter, swashbuckler extraordinaire, signing off. Goodbye, y'all.